Good morning. Hi. Happy Monday. It is the first day of the Love of the Night readathon, so obviously I'm wearing my Wednesday Addams dress because I needed to look like I came right out of a horror movie. I know Wednesday Addams is not technically like horror, but she's spooky and it counts, okay? So I look like Wednesday Addams. We are going to work. I'm so excited for this week. I put a poll up and you all said you wanted vlogs over 20 minutes, so we're gonna make an attempt to do that. I've not started reading yet. I probably won't pick a book till I get to work, so yeah, I'm excited. We're going to work. I only work until Thursday this week. Phoenix has her surgery on Thursday. She gets fixed, so we are both very excited. So yeah, let's go to work. Hello, hi, I'm giving you an update. I already finished a book. I'm currently listening to one as well. I'm listening to Wicked Deeds on a Winter Night by Cressley Cole, and I already finished this morning, Devilish Mate by Elizabeth Briggs. I'll talk more in depth about all the stuff in a little bit. I have to go back inside because I am off my lunch now, so I'll let you know how I thought about it when I get home later this evening. Was not as good as the first book. I'll say that for the first book that I read. And I'm on chapter 18, so I have 2 hours and 10 minutes left of the audiobook at 3 times speed. So it'll take me about 2 hours, obviously, to read that. And then I don't know the other book that I want to read. And I'm going to start next because I'm going to try to get through 3 books today. We'll see if that happens. I definitely will get through 2. Because 2 hours from now would be like 3 o'clock. So I could definitely get through 2 and I might be able to read 1 tonight. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. Hello. I just started thinking about how, like, if I were to dress like this, like when I was in middle school, when I was emo, but I was like weirdly sensitive, it really cracks me up because someone would have looked at me and said that I looked like a knockoff Wednesday Addams, and that would have hurt my feelings. But now if someone said that to me, I'd be like, yes, ma'am, that's the point. That's the look I'm going for here. So let's chat about the books that I've read today. I've read 2 things already for the readathon, which is shocking. Did not anticipate this happening, but I'm not mad about it, to be honest. I might go braid my hair so I can get like the full Wednesday Addams vibe. What do we think? Should I do that? Let me know. I really like the glasses you're pulling Wednesday Addams too. So I read Devilish Mate by Elizabeth Briggs. This was the second book in the, what was that series called? I can't remember what the series is called. Claimed by Lucifer, I think. This is a sequel, so that counted for a sequel. Could also count for a demon novel. I'm not sure what I counted it for. This was not as good as the first one. So the first one, we follow Hannah, who finds out that she is actually mated to Lucifer. She goes to Las Vegas to find her friend that's been missing, and she makes a deal with him. He is known as the deal of the demon of Las Vegas, and he's the actual devil too, and they're fated mates, and they have like a reincarnation thing going on. It was really fun. It left off on a cliffhanger, and it just followed the continuation of that storyline. I enjoyed it a lot. I can't tell you much without spoiling the book, but I will say I was not a huge fan of the way the story went. I felt like it kind of felt a little stale, not as entertaining as the other story. It didn't feel as like gripping in my opinion, so that was a lot of the issue I had. It was like the same length as the other book, but for some reason this one just didn't hit me the same way. So I gave this one a 3.5 star out of 5. It was still good. It just was not as good as the first one, but I do definitely plan to continue the series. So then I also finished Wicked Deeds on a Winter's Night, which follows, I've already forgotten their names. Oh no. It follows 2 characters in the Immortals After Dark series. This is a witch and a Lyking. He's like a werewolf shifter, and they are enemies to lovers. He believes that his mate was killed, and he believes that this woman is reincarnating his dead mate. So he believes that she's been reincarnated, and she's a witch, and he does not like witches. He's not like cool with witches. So they have a very hate to love kind of thing going on, but he really does believe that it's his reincarnated mate because of a attraction that he feels towards her. So like this really strong like urge he feels toward her, and he doesn't believe that it could be anyone else because there's only like one mate and that's it. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed this one. This one gets a 4-star. This one's counting for a host favorite and a booktube darling, but if something happens and I'm able to read another book, this is only going to count for 1, but I wanted to double up this prompt in particular. So I've read 2 books so far. Again, I'm really enjoying The Immortals After Dark now that I'm past book 2, and I definitely recommend it now. I'm definitely seeing the hype for The Immortals After Dark. So I've read 2 books. I need to read a couple more things tonight. I really would like to read like either a novella, or I want to read the demon book that I had been reading before. I cannot remember what it was called. I think it's called Learn My Lesson. I think I'm pulling a Katie Robert title out of nowhere. Still on my currently reading shelf because I'd stopped reading it specifically because it was a paranormal and I wanted to save it for this readathon. Then completely forgot that I was going to read this for this readathon. So it's called Her Soul to Take. So yeah, I was completely pulling like a random title out of nowhere. I would like to start on that and like read some more of that because it would give me like a nice break from the paranormal feeling, because I'm worried I'm going to burn out. So I want something more contemporary based. So I definitely think that I'm going to start reading that some more and read more of that book, because it did feel more like a gothic horror rather than a romance or even like a paranormal setting. It definitely felt way more like a horror or something like that. So I definitely think I'm going to continue with that one maybe. I don't know how much I'm going to read tonight. I actually need to pack some things up tonight because I do plan on making a donation trip this week. I want to donate books that have been sitting around on my floor that I've just not gotten around to donating, and I want to donate some clothes that I'm not going to wear, especially because some of them are shorts and I want to donate them to people who like could use them rather than them just sitting in my floor. Hello, I forgot my camera today. I'm so tired, and I have to schedule the live reading sprints for my channel because I didn't do that yet because I'm ahead. So that's on my channel tonight. I am about to eat my DoorDash. I ordered food because I didn't want to cook. So that's where we're at this week. I was expecting to order it like Friday. No. Izzy reminds me, Tamika, you have live reading sprints tonight, and I'm like, I didn't prepare leftovers so I wouldn't have to deal with cooking. So here we are. We are going to be doing some live reading sprints tonight. I've finished a book, so I am 3 books into the readathon. I'm doing good over here. I finished Wild Thing by Michelle Hercules. This was not as good as the first book, and this is like the Blue Bloods Vampires series. The first book was Violet and Luca, and this one was a Fated Mate. So this one was, God, what were their names? Saxton and, God, I can't remember the girl's name, but it was really entertaining, just not as good as the first one. So I really love the Fated Mates aspect though. Like, I love Fated Mates. It's my favorite thing. Love how possessive they are. But we have our witch here, or witch heroine, who is fated to like this like arranged marriage so that she could become, that's Phoenix, the high priestess. She wants to like do that or whatever, and she ends up getting mated with this vampire. She hates the dude that she is supposed to marry. It's just a fun time. So I'm going to eat some dinner, and then I'm going to schedule these live reading sprints, and I'm going to turn something on TV until I decide to start reading. So that's what I'm going to do tonight.
Inherently good. I love the, like, I'm not necessarily good or bad, maybe, or I'm more bad, but for you I shall kill everyone.
His baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry, this won't be enough this time.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another day of the vlog. It is Thursday. I did not update you at all yesterday because I didn't read yesterday. Well, I did. I read like in the evening before bed. I read for like an hour and a half maybe, so I didn't get very far. I didn't do any audiobook listening, so I didn't finish anything yesterday. We are 4 books into this readathon though, because I did finish Her Soul to Take just a minute ago. This is counting for my LGBT because our demon is bisexual, which I love. And this is like a dark paranormal demon romance. I'm in love with it. Oh my god, it was so good. It sucked you right into the story. It's about a girl named Ray, and she moves back to this town that she's originally from, and there's some like weird stuff going on. There is a demon trying to find his name, because his last written record of his name is how he continues to be summoned by this family who are making human sacrifices to wake an old god that wants to come back and destroy the world. So wonderful, so delightful. I absolutely adored this. Obviously it's a romance between her and the demon. This really read like a dark horror or just a dark romance, if like you like dark romance, with like a demon kind of twist on it. Absolutely fell in love with this. It was so good, and I cannot wait to read the rest of the books by this author. So loved that. 10 out of 10. It was great. I'm going to tell you what challenges that I've completed, because I am going to read some manga. I'm just really tired. Phoenix, she's actually behaving. If you can't hear her, which is, you know, she's behaving. She got fixed today, so we are going to be couch bound for the next couple days. She is doing okay. She's pretty tired. She's wanted to stay close to me, but she does not have the effort to move around a lot. So she's just kind of like going wherever, just going with the flow. She is very sleepy, very sleepy. I'm about to give her a pain med, and I'm gonna take a shower. I actually don't work tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. I took tomorrow off, one for the readathon, but also because Phoenix, I knew good and well that, God love my dog, she would rip out her stitches if I left her here alone all day tomorrow. So we're home with Phoenix tomorrow, and then I'm off on Monday too. So I'm off the rest of the readathon. I'm going to try to cram in manga, because I have not been reading any manga, so I want to do that. And then I want to read some more novellas. We'll see what else happens. I need to donate some things. I think Megan is coming to see me on Saturday, I think.
Job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun?
And she never touched another book. The end. I read 4 books for the readathon. I stopped on Thursday. That's all. Drop some sunglasses down below. Please don't ask me to host anything, because obviously I'm horrible at this. Okay, goodbye.